Akira, while sleeping at night, experiences a dream where he reminisces about his past life as an office worker. In this dream, he falls seriously ill and attempts to request a temporary leave from his unsympathetic boss. However, his boss shows no concern and callously informs Akira that he can only take time off if he dies from working too much. These harsh words haunt Akira and force him to toil until his untimely demise. Upon waking up from this dreadful nightmare, Akira finds himself questioning the absence of his familiar office surroundings and wonders why he is not in his workplace. Upon surveying his surroundings, Akira notices that he is situated in a bedroom and comprehends the fact that he no longer needs to engage in work due to the occurrence of a zombie apocalypse. Akira perceives this apocalypse as the end of his own misfortunes and expresses gratitude to the world for bestowing this blessing upon him. Consequently, he greets the world with a cheerful good morning and resolves to make the most of his remaining days as a human by indulging in enjoyable activities. To begin his day in the zombie-infested world, Akira initiates by tidying up his apartment, a task that had been neglected due to his overwhelming workload. He diligently washes his soiled clothes and scrubs his toilet with such enthusiasm that it mirrors his joyful expression. Upon completing the cleaning chores, he realizes the importance of treating himself to a satisfying meal and decides to dedicate some leisurely moments to relishing a delicious culinary experience. Akira opens his fridge in search of a refreshing beverage and discovers a can of beer, which he eagerly consumes, reveling in the newfound sense of freedom. He expresses astonishment at the delightful taste of starting his day with beer and affectionately refers to it as the elixir of the gods. In contrast to the other main characters who perceive the world as a hellish place, Akira considers Earth to be a literal haven. He turns on the television and observes aerial footage of Tokyo, Japan being broadcasted on the news. The news reporter informs viewers that fires are rampant throughout the city, and there is a widespread outbreak of infections. Additionally, the reporter shows a group of individuals attempting to barricade the entrance gate to prevent zombies from infiltrating the area. The news anchor addresses the citizens, alerting them to the imminent danger their own studio is facing due to the zombie outbreak. The anchor's speech is abruptly cut short as a zombie attacks and kills her, caught in the act on live television. Akira begins to comprehend the severity of the situation in the world and ponders whether a cure will ever be found. Despite being alive, he resists the urge to assume the role of a hero and decides to spend his day idly drinking beer. However, his realization dawns upon him when he realizes that he has run out of beer, and he is struck by the gravity of the situation. Wondering how he should proceed, as he cannot afford to slack off all day, he contemplates his options. Deprived of his beloved beer, Akira contemplates venturing outside to find more. However, as he glimpses the outside world, he becomes acutely aware of his vulnerability in the face of the relentless undead zombies. Akira gazes at his empty beer can once again, pondering whether he should sacrifice his life for a harmful drink. Meanwhile, a husband and wife anxiously stand behind a door, awaiting their inevitable demise as the zombies draw dangerously close. Miska, the wife, loses all hope in the face of the impending doom. Aware that even the police force has been transformed into zombies, Miska's husband, Mr. Kursoka, encourages her not to lose hope and believes that a miracle could occur if they remain inside their apartment. However, Miska understands that their chances of survival are slim. Mr. Kursoka ventures out onto the balcony, desperately contemplating how to save his beloved spouse and hoping for someone to come to their aid. To their astonishment, Mr. Kursoka and Miska witness Akira descending alongside them, using a pipe as a makeshift ladder. The sight of a living, breathing human bewilders the couple more than the surrounding horde of zombies. Akira clarifies that he is utilizing the pipe to navigate down the stairwell, as the building is infested with zombies. Seizing the opportunity, the couple offers their assistance to Akira and invites him to join them, believing that they will be safer together. However, Akira politely declines the couple's offer of help and explains that he is actually heading towards the outside world. After introducing himself to the couple as their neighbor, they engage in a brief exchange. Akira mentions that he plans to visit the convenience store and asks if they would like him to bring anything back for them. Miska hesitantly requests some toilet paper, to which Akira responds with a thumbs up before proceeding on his way. As Akira continues his journey, he attracts the attention of numerous zombies but manages to elude them by swiftly riding a bike. He eagerly anticipates the moment when he will have the chance to indulge in a refreshing beer. Eventually, Akira arrives at the convenience store unharmed, unaware that a mysterious camera mounted on another bike is discreetly monitoring his movements. Inside the store, while searching for beer, he unexpectedly encounters something even more intriguing, a living woman named Shizuka. Although she notices Akira, she acts indifferent, pretending not to care. Shizuka remains indifferent to Akira's attempts at small talk and continues with her own shopping. Despite her disinterest, Akira persists in following her and even asks for her contact information. At this point, Shizuka finally speaks up and explains her reason for ignoring him. She believes that she cannot team up with someone so ignorant and reckless, someone who would jeopardize their lives for the sake of beer. It is this perception that prevents her from considering a partnership with him. Suddenly, a few zombies sneak up behind Shizuka. Despite just having been insulted, Akira instinctively positions himself in front of her, acting as a human shield. However, Shizuka takes charge and saves Akira by pulling him back just in time. As a truck crashes into the store and plows through the zombies, it is Shizuka who ultimately rescues Akira from harm. Amazed by Shizuka's bravery and selflessness, Akira is unable to thank her before she quickly departs, leaving a lasting impression on him. Noticing that his bike is broken due to the truck collision, Akira starts to run as he spots a pursuing zombie. Fortunately, he discovers a conveniently parked scooter around the corner, which he uses to escape the pursuing undead. During his journey back, Akira comes across a street lined with everyone's dream bikes and decides to have a thrilling ride. He performs an impressive stunt, ending the short journey with a sense of excitement. As Akira climbs a ladder, he remembers that Miska had asked him to buy toilet paper, realizing that there is no point in going back to his previous location to fulfill the request. Akira decides to offer the couple some beer as a gesture of goodwill and jumps onto their balcony. However, upon entering their apartment, his heart breaks at the sight before him. The couple has already succumbed to the tragedy of the apocalypse. Witnessing this devastating scene, Akira realizes the value of life and resolves to survive the ongoing crisis, ensuring that he lives until his natural end in old age. With a newfound perspective, Akira opens his notebook and begins to compile a bucket list of things he wants to experience before his time comes. He first notes that he has already confessed his love, as it was the first item on his list. He then adds tasks like cleaning his room, spending the day drinking beer and riding a bike, all of which he has already accomplished. For the fifth task, Akira contemplates what he should do next and decides to try out dreadlocks. He continues to jot down similar light-hearted and somewhat silly tasks but manages to write only 30 of them. Pondering his true desires, he recollects memories of his hard-working farmer father in the village, prompting him to make the decision to return home and spend time with his family. After adding a few more wishes, Akira closes the notebook, concluding his second day of the zombie apocalypse. On the other side, we shift to Shizuka's perspective, the girl whom Akira encountered at the store earlier. Shizuka wakes up promptly at 6 o'clock in the morning and begins her exercise routine. While exercising, she listens to an urgent broadcast advising people to stay indoors. After an hour on the treadmill, Shizuka takes a break and consumes protein and vitamins. She then attempts to contact emergency services from around the world but fails in her endeavors. Unlike Akira, who listed 100 things he wanted to do, Shizuka focuses on making sure she doesn't become a zombie herself. Meanwhile, a man hurriedly ties his boots while catching his breath, revealing that he has managed to escape the zombie apocalypse. However, his celebration is short-lived as a zombie bites and kills him. As the end credits roll, it becomes apparent that what unfolded was merely a movie that Shizuka needed to watch. Shizuka reveals that she watched the movie to gain more knowledge about zombies and has identified two types, walkers and runners. She analyzes the zombies in her real-world surroundings, discerning which ones are more dangerous in her area. After her analysis, she ventures to the convenience store to purchase necessary items, resisting the temptation to indulge in a cupcake and opting for drinking water instead to maintain her fitness for survival. While there, she hears someone singing about enjoying life and drinking beer. Akira catches her attention, and she wonders how someone can be so carefree in the midst of the apocalypse. Observing the surveillance camera, she realizes that Akira has unintentionally attracted a horde of zombies to their location, prompting her to quickly plan her escape. Despite Akira's attempts to engage her in conversation, Shizuka perceives him as short-sighted, focused solely on the present moment. She ignores him, pondering how he managed to survive when others did not. Suddenly, a car horn sounds outside, indicating that hordes of zombies are approaching, obstructing her intended path. Shizuka notices a zombie driving the truck and realizes she might have an opportunity to escape. Advising Akira to assess the risks and change his course, she waits for the right moment when the out-of-control truck crashes into the convenience store, providing her with a calculated escape. However, Akira intervenes and jumps in front of her, leading to Shizuka saving him from being crushed by the truck just in time. After the store's complete destruction, Shizuka believes her plan went well since the zombies in front of her were eliminated, allowing her to escape. Returning home, she reviews the footage captured by her surveillance camera. She once again observes Akira talking about beer, causing her to contemplate how someone can find happiness in such a dire situation just because of a beverage. She wonders if she would have experienced the same happiness if she had chosen to take the cupcake from the store earlier. Episode 2 end here. Thank you for your time. See you in next video.